All right, more finals gameplay action. In this one, we're going to be playing on the new map, Kyoto. In the last video, the gameplay was just so insane that even though it wasn't on the new map, I was like, nah, screw it, I gotta upload this gameplay for the first Season 3 one, but I definitely wanted to do one on the new map, so showing that off here in the background for this one. Detail and I also trying out Double Light, which we'll see how good it is after today's update. That's something that I'm gonna talk about in this video now, because I wasn't, oh yeah, there's this bug. Hold on, I gotta bring this up. Does anybody else get this bug? Am I the only person in the world that gets this bug? I swear nobody else gets it. For some reason, since, I don't know, I want to say like 3 weeks left, maybe a month left in Season 2, I started getting this bug where I can't, some rounds I'll spawn in, and I can't use my equipment until I die. And I don't know why it happens. I don't know what causes it, but it happens all the time now. It happens all the time. It's really freaking annoying. And I swear I don't see this happen to anyone else, and it happens to me constantly. Ever since, again, like a month to go in Season 2, I want to say. It's been happening to me consistently since then, and it's just, it's so freaking frustrating. And I'm so over it. And just, like, does anybody else get this problem? Am I the only one that gets this bug? I'm so sick of it. But anyways, now that I brought that up, so yeah, wanted to do one in the new map. I like the new map. It's pretty big. That's the main takeaway from it. It's freaking massive. I feel like this has to be the biggest map in the game. If it's not, I would be surprised. It really feels like the biggest map in the game. But I enjoy it. It has some good variety. It feels very unique, as you think it would, compared to the other maps we have so far. Not just in terms of like the way it looks, but also in the way it plays. Like the way the layout is very unique compared to any of the other maps. I really like it. It looks incredible. It's the best looking map in the game by far, and I think it plays pretty well too. My least favorite part of it, gameplay-wise, is probably this water. The water slows down your movement so much. I think it's a little excessive. I think they could probably dial that back a bit. I'm okay with it slowing down your movement, but it's a little much right now, in my opinion. That's probably my least favorite part of the map. But other than that, I really enjoy it. I think it's really fun, and I'm looking forward to playing it more this season. So, jumping around from thing to thing here, I want to address this real quick because there's a play coming up where it's important. I'm using the new light equipment, the thermal bore. See me using it right there. And I wanted to talk about that a bit because I didn't really mention it too much in the first video because I didn't really use it too much when I recorded that one. But now I've messed with it a bit more. I've actually used it. I wanted to talk about it a bit. So it's the new light equipment. It has 2 shots. It looks like a grenade launcher with a scope on it, and it's pretty useful in particular specific situations. So basically, it's just a way to give the light class some more destruction. But you might think like, oh, okay, what about the breach charge? Well, the breach charge is pretty good in its own right, and it's the breach charge is able to do certain things that the thermal bore can't. Like obviously the breach charge, you can place it like C4, so you could kind of combo it with, if you're running a heavy, combo it with your heavy C4, get some extra damage on defending a cash out, do some stuff like that. Breach charge I think is maybe a little bit quicker to activate too. I want to say like it's a little bit quicker to set off. But the thermal bore, the big advantage to it, I would say, is the range. So the breach charge, you don't have this insane range that the thermal bore has, where you can shoot it like super far and really mess with the team's cover from afar. And yeah, that's something that you know, is like the RPG. But the RPG, you only get 1 charge, only get 1 rocket before you gotta wait on that recharge. Thermal bore, you get 2. So I do think there is a pretty big advantage and an interesting niche to this equipment. And specifically in suspended structures, if you missed it, I used it to bring down that cash out. So that same strategy that you can use to bring down the structures with the RPG. The problem with heavy is that, you know, you only have that 1 charge. So often you'll be able to take out one of the supports with the RPG, but then you got to look for like a red barrel, or you got to have another heavy teammate. Thermal bore, one light on its own on your team can take care of the supports and bring one of those structures down, bring the cash out down. This is kind of a troll moment, throwing the money around. This is kind of funny. But yeah, so it's pretty effective at that. And again, just like the niche of being able to use it. You can also like kind of make teams freak out, I think, with the range. Like you can make teams think you're a lot closer than you really are by just shooting it at their cover from a range and like kind of mess with people that way. I don't know, some interesting aspects to it. I think it's pretty cool. Is it going to be a mainstay in my light equipment usage? I don't know about that, although this gameplay showcases really well why if the map is suspended structures, yes, it probably will be a mainstay of my light equipment usage. I feel like it's a must on suspended structures now. That utility is just way too useful. But in any other like normal game scenario, I might use it sometimes. I might go for some other equipment sometimes. But I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty good, pretty fun, and I like it. It's a fun addition. It's nothing too crazy, but it does give the lights more utility, and I have been enjoying using it. Yes, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the double light comp too. I think the double light comp is pretty good actually, which is funny because it's just, you know, kind of a meme before, but I think it's actually pretty good so far this season. But with a new update today, I wonder if it's going to be a bit worse. And I'm talking about this kind of a day early. I thought this was going to come on Thursday. I feel like they've been kind of doing it on Thursday, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe the updates are usually on Wednesday, but like the season updates are usually Thursdays, I think, and maybe that's why I got confused. It's been a while. Like I said, I haven't been grinding the game the end of season 2, so I took a bit of time off. But yeah, I got the update today, and it's not too big of an update, but I'll bring it up, and I do want to mention it because, well, it's not too big in terms of like the volume of changes, but the changes that were made, I think, are pretty important. So the sonar grenades, they decreased the range on the ping of the sonar grenades from 15 meters to 12 meters, so making the sonar grenades a little less effective. That was definitely a much needed dial back. They buffed them. I think they buffed them a little too hard, brought it back a little bit, so that's nice. The LH1, they decreased the damage on the LH1 from 52 to 48. So if I'm not mistaken, the body shot time to kill is going to be quite a bit lower. But I believe if you mix a headshot in, it should just be one headshot. I don't have the exact numbers on this. I'm pretty sure it should just be one headshot. I think if you mix like one headshot in, you'll still get like a really good time to kill. So now the LH1, I think, is going to require a headshot. I think the time to kill is going to be back to normal and like not too crazy without headshots. But if you do mix in a headshot, it should still be pretty strong. I'll have to see how it is because the gun, they didn't change the recoil stuff that they changed, or the rate of fire stuff. So it's still a lot easier to use. So it still might be pretty strong. I'm going to be playing around with it even more still, just because I'm curious, like, the difference here, like how much worse is it? So I'm gonna have to mess around with it. They decreased the damage on the throwing knives from 63 to 60. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes. I'd have to do the math on that. But I'm okay with a throwing knife damage nerf regardless. Those things are pretty strong. So LH1 throwing knife damage nerfs, I think they're both pretty justified. They decreased the damage on the claw for heavy from 15 to 5. That one's a little weird. I don't think that was super necessary, but okay. And then there's a bunch of bug fixes and stuff like that. So not too much, but, you know, kind of what I'd say, you know, kind of what we expected, with some light nerfs to the primary things that lights have been using that have been pretty strong. That's what we got in this update. I'm just recording this video as the time seeing that the update came out. I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna have to do another one probably, and, you know, see if these changes are really good. See if they really put things into a better spot. It's definitely a good update, I will say that. It's just the question is more so like, is it enough, right? Is it enough? That's the question. But it's definitely a good update. But anyways, we're running out to the end of the video here. Yeah, not too crazy of a gameplay here. Just a decent one. I liked the plays on the suspended structures in this gameplay. I thought it showed off the new light equipment really well. So that's the main reason why I wanted to go for this one. And also showing off some different locations on the new map. I thought that was pretty cool too. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. Been pretty fun playing this season. I think this update should make it even more fun. Should dial back those light things that are a bit annoying right now. And I'm looking forward to trying it today and seeing how effective the update really was. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Solid game there. Got second place, but qualified for the final. And you already know we got the dub for the final as well. Might have to post that one separately too. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.